But this is a great exercise to do, and it's a very fun thing to do. So I'm going to ask you to kind of close your eyes. I'm the only person who has my eyes open, so you can close your eyes and just think of this for a second. If you had, and I ask everybody this, even if they've never worked for themselves before, if you had a $10,000 offer, I am assuming that everybody has something to offer that's worth $10,000 to somebody. What would it be? You don't have to have the answer to like right now, but just allow yourself to play in that question. What's my $10,000 offer? Mm-hmm. And the fun part is that once you know your $10,000 offer and you're very clear on like what all the value you would have to add to something to create a $10,000 offer, then you can offer it for $5 and know it's a bargain. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because there's
be a real bargain.
Yeah, it would be a real bargain. And know that you can do that. I mean, we're service providers. You know, there are some things that you just can't give that big of a discount to. But as service providers, do you know that there's so much, and go back to the ease. The moment you feel the stress or the tightness around your chest or the heavy breathing, or if you start to feel that anxiety about how, you know, go back to the ease. And remember what we talked about last week.
Yes.
You don't have to do it all yourself. You know, just because it's your offer doesn't mean that every piece of that offer has to be managed and completed by you. You can hire pieces of it out. People do that all the time. The scheduling of it, or the, you know, hire a VA, the phone call coordinating, all that stuff that you feel like, oh my gosh, it just makes my head spin. Take a deep breath. So throughout the whole empire building process, anytime you feel that tightness, like how do I do this? How does this manifest? You just go back to ease and you say, I don't have to figure it out. I certainly don't need to know how to do anything, because all I'm creating here is, at this point, you're only creating ideas, right? So it's just an I beam. You know, and you don't have to know the answer, because as entrepreneurs, as creative people, remember, we can test these things out. We can play with them. We can move forward, and we can fit ourselves into and find that perfect match between the perfect offer and our perfect place in life. Because it will change, and it will evolve. As we grow and our business grows, you're going to have a different offer. And when you feel like you have to, I think this is what most people do when they're creating an offer. They think that this is the offer that they have to offer for the rest of their lives, and that feels so horrible, because we're expansive, we're creative beings. We're always wanting to recreate and relive and revive and renew ourselves. Why would we want to create an offer that would limit us in any way? This is one of the greatest things I think about creating an offer that really connects with your heart, is knowing that there's aspects of that offer that will change. If you can just create an offer that leads somebody through a few steps of their own transformation, and you know what those steps are, like 3 steps to your transformation, then you can add your gifts and your glory and your magnificence and brilliance into any one of those steps and all of those steps. And you can use your intuition, you can use your laughter, you can say, this is the point where, you got to do the laughter yoga before you move to the next step, because if you don't, you're going to be all bundled up in like a big ball of, confusion. And everything that you've ever done, and you can practice Reiki while you're doing it, and you can play music and and strum along with your creation, but you get to do whatever you want. And people will honor you for being authentic, being true to yourself, because that's the only way they're going to be able to transform within their own truth.